Talk about your game Saturday, what you feel like you showed.
I feel like I did my job. I had a pretty good game, a few tackles, and it was good for me to get back on the field and get back used to playing at game tempo.
What has that been like for you, just having to wait so long to actually play in a game?
I've been anticipating it for a while, but a lot of times in our practice going against our offense, most time it is game speed. And realistically, when we got in the game, I was kind of, asking when it was going to speed up a little bit. So I was pretty prepared for that.
Did you play about as much as you thought, or a little more than you thought, or?
I played fairly much. Played most of the second half and a little in the first half.
How many snaps did you get? Do you remember?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure necessarily.
What coaches say to you about your performance?
Coach Tripp, he told me I did some good things and some bad things, and there's things I got to work on. And I knew that going into the game, coming out the game, it's always things you can improve on.
How much are they challenging you guys this week to get even more pass rush and do even more things to disrupt?
A lot. Every time they see us do something good, they want to see us do even better, and they always want us to take everything to the next level. And now they're expecting more. We had a good day Saturday. Now they want a better day this Saturday.
How tough is it to refocus after you beat a team the way you beat that team Saturday?
The way the coaching staff has put in our mind, not too hard at all. It was more like win a game and we're ready for the next one already. We can't dwell on things too much. Coach Jones said at the end of the season we dwell on everything that happened, but right now we gotta get ready for week 2.
Early on, what do you think Western Kentucky is going to throw at you guys, and what's their biggest offensive threat right now?
We see a lot of different personnel groupings from them, and for them, they like to run power a lot. They like to run the ball, and we're excited about it because we know we can stop it.
You guys got Florida and Oregon and all these top 15 teams coming up. You feel like this team, Western Kentucky, has y'all's full attention as a coaching staff, not letting y'all slip it off?
Most definitely. The way our coaching staff sees it and the way we see it when we watch the film, they're a really good and talented ball team, man. We were preparing and going into this week just like it was a Oregon or Florida or Georgia.
When did you guys first watch film? I know some guys mentioned that you guys started back in the summer that you knew what this team had.
Back in the summer, we were hearing some things, so we said, let's go see for ourselves, look at the film, and we saw they had some good players. And to their credit, they do. Watching them against Kentucky, they played well, and we're excited to play against them.
With some guys injured up front there on the edge, how much more responsibility do you try to take on to help the pass rush?
We all do up front. We know that it's going to be hot out Saturday, and we know we're going to have to roll guys in. We're going to have to be ready to go, and we may be taking more reps than usual, but we know we have to go because if we don't go, the rest of the defense doesn't go.
I know you were injured last year after going through spring, so you can't really compare, but the difference for rushing the passer in this defense as opposed to a year ago in that 3-4, what are the biggest differences?
For me, I wasn't there last year, but I know this year, since day one in the spring, we've been getting after it. Coach Tripp has emphasized every day the importance of pass rush, because if we don't pass rush, our DBs can't cover. If they don't cover, we can't pass rush. It all goes hand in hand.
I think a lot of people think Bobby Petrino, they think passing game, but you mentioned the running game. Just how good is the running back, Antonio Andrews, and what kind of balance do they have?
They have 2 pretty good running backs, and we see that on film, and the way we see it as we can stop it. We feel like we can go toe-to-toe with anyone.
LaTroy, with the conditions supposed to be really hot and humid on Saturday, would you like it to be that way all during the week throughout practice? Because today was pretty nice and cool out there.
I feel as if the heat plays in our favor. I'm sure they get a lot of heat up in Kentucky, but the way I see it, we've been getting the heat all summer. We've been getting the heat going against our up-tempo offense, and to our credit, I think that's more of our element.
LaTroy, you may have talked about this earlier, but remind me, were you recruited by some of that staff when you were coming out of high school? Did they recruit you at all from Cincinnati?
Yes, sir. Cincinnati was one of my first offers in high school.
Okay, so when they came on board, what was your reaction?
I was excited because I was definitely familiar with a few faces on the staff, and I was excited to see where we would go, and we're on our way now.
Troy, just talk about the way the defense sort of stepped up Saturday against Austin Peay. Daniel had the interception, Malik had one, and just the way you guys have sort of come together for that first game.
For the first game, we did a lot of things good, a few things bad, but overall I think we played with a lot of effort, a lot of intensity in this show. We had defensive linemen getting interceptions, we had DBs getting interceptions, and we had people running to the ball, and that's all the coaches asked for, really.
What do you expect differently this weekend from Western Kentucky?
We expect a lot in the run game, a lot of run schemes we haven't seen as much from our offense, but are definitely preparing for every day.
How much better an opponent will this be for you guys this weekend?
They're a really good team. We know that. We knew that coming in, and Coach Jones reiterated it, and we're not taking them lightly. We're preparing for this game just as if it's Florida or Oregon or Georgia.
LaTroy,
Good. Go ahead.
LaTroy, they seem to get the ball off relatively quickly. How important is it that you guys do come around that edge quickly? You know, Coach talks about getting under there 2.5 seconds. How important is it to get to the quarterback quickly?
We know how important it is to get to the quarterback quickly already, and he already let us know, hey, we got to speed it up. They're getting it out quicker, and we got to get there quicker. And there's no in between. There's no gray area. We just got to go.
Troy, I know you guys don't look ahead, but how important is this game from the standpoint of getting 2 under your belt before you have to go on the road?
It's very important. We want to win as many games as we can, and our plan is to win every game in our schedule, and we see this as another opportunity to win.
Is there any extra emphasis perhaps on getting this one because of what lies ahead?
We're not really looking forward too much in that respect, but we understand each week is another opportunity to get a win, and when we get to week 3, it's going to be another opportunity to win, and week 4 will be another opportunity to win.
What did you think of your performance in the first game? What can you improve on?
I played well. I did some things good, but I also did some things bad and I could work on, and a few things with my hands and my eye discipline, and I know I have to work on that, and I came out today, and that's the first thing I thought about.
What were some things you did well in the game last weekend?
Made some good plays, running to the ball, finding the ball, and doing my job on the defensive line.
Troy, I couldn't help but notice today that Majid finally wasn't wearing green out there. Was that a good sight for y'all to see?
Definitely. Kurt brings a lot of energy to practice, the team, whether he's in green, orange, yellow, red. But it was really exciting to see out there. I heard him from the sideline going, Kenny, I'm good right now. So I really, to me, I heard that from the side, and it was a little boost to me.
What kind of dynamics does Kurt provide? Not maybe schematically, just physically. What kind of dynamics does he help and give the defense?
To me, Kurt's main asset is the asset that people may not see, and it's his leadership. I think Kurt is naturally a really good leader, and it shows when he's on the field. You can hear him. He's vocal. Off the field in the summer when we were running, I always heard Kurt, and that's definitely one of his big assets.
Thanks, man.
No problem.